I think I found the most incredible deal you could possibly find. I found this week's version. It's Cinnamoroll, the Sanrio character. He's so cute. I found this for $4. What? To prove to you that I'm not lying, here's my receipt. JK Academy SLO Weeks notebook, and it was $4.39. That was unheard of. They had a tester in store and I could feel the paper. Well, they didn't have a tester that you could write on, just a tester so you could flip through it. Felt the paper, it felt awful. So I don't believe it could be a kinbor. I know some people I was talking to were talking about that. I couldn't find it anywhere online, but somebody from Simone's Discord did, so I will try to link that AliExpress link down below, but I can't vouch for it at all because I've actually never personally shopped there. Before we continue this video, I actually have to hop on here with a disclaimer. Right before I was about to publish this video, I found something that confused me. I went to tag the AliExpress links in the description and realized that this notebook does not match those products. So there's a high chance that this isn't a kinbor like I thought it was, and there are some points in the video where I discuss kinbor, Tamiya River paper, etc. Please just ignore those parts until we figure out what exactly this planner is. And if you know, please share with me in the comments. I will still link the AliExpress links because those actually look like legit kinbors and they look kind of cool. So just know that they're not the same as the planner in this video. Thank you. I got this from a store called Ebisu. It is a Japanese goods store, and they have a few locations in the United States. I'll spell it out. It's Ebisu. So anyway, I figured for $4, I might as well buy it and at least test out the paper. I mean, we might as well, right? Plus, it's so freaking adorable. It's Cinnamoroll. I keep saying Cinnamoroll. Yeah, that's how you say it. Cinnamoroll. Okay, let's get into it. Comes with a sticker sheet, you guys. This is amazing. I will also give you this in case this helps some of you search for it if you would like to. So you can take a screenshot of that. Some people were saying this is a undated kinbor planner. We have, oh my gosh, $4. Okay, it's $4.39 and it probably had tax, so like $5. I think on AliExpress it was $7. So I cannot guarantee any prices, or I can't guarantee that the seller is valid or anything like that. So please be cautious when you're shopping online. I personally found this at a local store in person, but we get these very fun holographic, wow, 2 sticker sheets. Look how adorable they are. And then a very lopsided Sanrio label. It says 2022, but I believe this is undated. Look how cute. There's a clock. He's going to school. Is it a he or she? It is going to school. Stuffed animal. It has a beautiful holographic shimmer to it on the back as well. Look at that. It's iridescent. Let's do this. Oh, I figured I'd do a pen test and also compare it to my actual Hobonichi weeks. I love the sound of cracking open a spine. There is a little bit of a mess up there, but it's okay. So on the bottom left-hand corner, it says Joy Top. Joy Top explores, wait, let me smell it. Just smells like fresh paper. Explores beauties of life. We create simple, interesting, and useful things by collaborating with the world's most talented designers. Slow down, enjoy life. Thanks for choosing Joy Top. www.joytop.hk. Is it from Hong Kong? I'm not sure. I don't like going on websites that I don't know, so do that at your own risk. This feels very sandy or like rough. It's definitely not coated with a smoothness. Oh my god, it's like Cinnamoroll University. That's so cute. Wow. Okay. Oh gosh. It's one of those situations where the page is kind of glued. The first letter is not even it's not even together. I'd have to pull it off. Should I? I don't think I want to. Okay, we're doing it. Come on. Oh no! That looks terrible. Cinnamoroll, I'm assuming it says draw anything, and it says date, and then there's Cinnamoroll at the bottom. Blank page. You can kind of see the lines coming through the next side. So we have yearly plan, and it's January through December. That's adorable. Let me move this. I have a whole pile of pens ready to do a pen test. What is this? Monthly plan. So on this side, we have a very thin, you'd have to write, I guess it's meant for Asian characters, because normal English words, you could only write one word per line. But we have Sunday through Saturday. Oh, okay. Different design. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, what? 6. There's only 6 monthlies. What the heck? Am I missing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please tell me there's more. I wanted to use it for a whole year. Oh, okay. Here we go. There isn't. Get your hopes down. Weekly project. Monday, Tuesday through a bar here. Kind of like, are those bandages? It's like a health tracker. So we have blocks. The issue I was running into with my R Studio Planner this year is like my brain works in consecutive format. So I want my Thursday to be here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For some reason, if I have to break it up, it's like I ignore the rest of the week. Oh, and there's a huge design in the Sunday space. Guess you could write over it. Oh wow, they don't care about weekends. And then there's also random text. Why am I hating on this? I'm not. It's actually very nice for what it is, but I'm a little disappointed because I think I wanted to use this for a whole year. Let's count how many weeks there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks? That's 1 month. So there's daily plan and a list for good things and bad things, and then another box for daily plan. Another daily plan, good things and bad things. It's listed 1 through 5. Draw anything. Date, title, write anything. Okay. What is this? Why am I so confused? This says AM 12 o'clock to 11:59 a.m. Okay, and then 12 to 11:59. Oh, okay. PM 12 o'clock to 11:59 p.m. So 2 separate daily pages with a giant logo. I'm not liking it so far, you guys. I thought it was gonna be like this ultimate dupe to the Hobonichi weeks. How many dailies was that? It depends on what you count as a daily. Okay, 1, I guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then there's a random grid page. Oh wait, is that the rest of it? Okay. So we're gonna do bullet journal style. What the heck? You get 6 months, and then was it 5 weeklies? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeklies, so about a month. 1, 2. I would say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. So you get about half a year of monthlies, 1 month worth of weeklies, and 1 week worth of dailies. And then let me just really quick count how many pages there are. 1, 2, 3, 47, 48. 48 blank pages, so double that, we're getting 96, and then that's the end. Interesting. So it's meant for who? People who like the weeks mega but only really want 1 month of planning? I guess if you're planner hopping, this is so bizarre. There is enough to do your 26 or 52. Is there enough to do 52 weeks? Yeah, because if there's 48 pages, then we're missing 4, and they gave it to us here. So you can do your 52 weeks, you just don't get many dailies. So it's very confusing. Wow. All right, this is my Hobonichi weeks from this year, my Paddington. I'm gonna take him out of the cover for now, just so we can measure up. The weeks is actually a little bit smaller, And then there's no bookmark for Cinnamoroll. Thickness wise, it might actually be a little thicker. This is bulkier right now, the Hobo, because I have been using it for however many months. And definitely more high quality, especially with the end pages, obviously the Tomoe River paper and things like that. And you get more notes pages in the back. You get your monthly, your weeklies, your yearly, and your daily, kind of. And then tallness, they're about the same. I think Paddington is a smidge shorter. Let me see if it fits in my Liberty Fabrics cover though, because that's what's important to me, because I don't think I want to get rid of this cover just yet. But if I'm not going to use it for next year, then I might get rid of it. Okay, so I was able to fit it in. So I put it in this, not this flap because we want to be able to use it, but in the furthest flap. And with some pushing, I guess it's okay if I damage this. Oh my god. That doesn't sound good. It's doable. It's very snug. That's ironic to put such a cheap planner in this. Does the zipper get caught? No, not really. But such an affordable planner in a expensive case. I think I'm gonna try to use it because I'm not getting a Hobonichi weeks for next year. But what the heck? It's not what I expected. I genuinely thought I would be getting some form of weeks. I guess it is some form of weeks. The only thing that's really weekly about it is that you get a few weeks. Oh, and its shape, I guess. Let me see if Google Translate will do anything for me. Okay, so it's made in China. Medical School Big Ear Weeks, inner page number 64 to 100 G, offset paper 2. Size is 92 millimeters by 183. Implementation standard QB/T 1438. I'm so lost. 64 sheets, 100-gram paper. Is that what they mean? As promised, I'm gonna do some pen swatches, but nothing seems promising, you guys. This is definitely not the video I was expecting it to be. Just gonna use this Penco clamp to clamp it down. Wow, we have a lot of pens, and I figured you guys probably wouldn't hate me if I went and tested them all, right? This is a Posca paint pen. Should I be starting it on here? No. Am I going to anyways? Yes. All right, let me do it on its different thing. There we go. Posca paint pens. This is the black. I don't really use these anymore, but I really should get back into using my brush pens and dip pens because the Tom Studio Lumos has been really appealing to me lately. And I have to remember that I have so many existing pens and markers. Even though his used fountain pen ink, I probably should at least try to get through this first. This is an oily marker. I think you can get them at Target, but they're a really good test of paper because they're almost like a Sharpie, so it doesn't work. Actually, maybe that makes it not a good test of paper. I don't know. I have a feeling none of these are gonna be very good. Sakura. This is a Pigma brush. I might even need to go on a second page. Let's see if there's a Pigma Micron. If you're a fountain pen user, do you still use your gel pens and stuff? Sakura Pigma Micron 10. Writing wise, it's not that bad, and it's a pretty substantial paper. I don't think I can color code this very well, so you'll have to forgive me. I kind of just grabbed whatever pens I owned in my collection, and there's a pretty big collection, so I really need to put these out. Even like on my desk I don't use them. This is a Pilot G2 in a 10 size. These Pentel sign brushes have been in my life since 2017. I'm surprised they can still kind of write. Although I'm curious if you can refill it with fountain pen ink. Let's do a pencil. This is a Pentel Graph. Pencil's not terrible. It's not great. Is this a Graph Gear 500. And then this is I would say this is a generic ballpoint. I am going over a couple passes because this one is a little faint. Yeah, the ballpoint is not good. What about the Uni Jetstream that you get from Hobonichi? I probably should have made that bigger, but oh well. Not terrible, not the best. Maybe because I don't really like thin lines, but this seems to be writing like a ballpoint. I think the felt tips did better. We've got a gel pen that I haven't used in years, so we're gonna skip this one. How about this one? Oh, why is it yellow? I thought this metallic pen would be gold because of the cap. This one is actually metallic. This is a deco color. Let's see if it'll focus. Deco color. This one might bleed through because it's an oil-based paint pen. Just gonna go over however many passes that I might actually use deco color. Nobody really is going to use that to plan. At least I don't think they would, but who knows? I bought this really cool set of brush markers, even though I don't really remember to use my brush markers. But we're gonna test them. They're the Caron Brush Marker Pro, and they're really cool. They write so well. I think it's feathering. Caron Brush Marker Pro. Actually, it's not too bad. Let's do another brush pen, the Ohuhu. Somehow these feel like they soak into the page more. Ohuhu Pupe water-based marker. There's a brush tip and a dot tip. Another Ohuhu marker. This is the dual tip dot pens. So one end you use for dotting, the other end you would use for, it has a brush, so it's calligraphy. Hoo dot dual. Let me just dot it. Okay, got a Crayola Super Tips, affordable version of your Tombow dual brush pens. This one's not bad. It doesn't feel like it saturates the page as much, so that might be a good thing. Where's the Tombow? I don't think I picked a good one to use, but I guess it should be okay. Tombow dual brush, and then the Archer and Olive acrylograph. The acrylograph's not bad. I really hope it doesn't bleed through too bad. I think paint pens, they kind of sit on top, so they might be okay. Let's see, there's still so many. A Pentel Energel. This one's good. I like these gel pens. I think they're my favorite actually. Pentel Energel 0.7. You think I could fit a Le Pen in here? These were wonderful until the tips kind of get pushed in as time goes on. And now I don't use them as much because you almost have to hold the pen completely perpendicular to the page. There was a stationery store that opened up near me and I got hooked by the Le Pens that they had on display. And like, even though I don't use them anymore, it brought me into the store. Here's a Sharpie paint pen. Don't know if this one works. You'd think after doing so many of these, I'd actually check. But what I do is I end up grabbing a handful, one of each that I own, and then I just sit down and start filming because if I overthink it, I will never film this. Sharpie paint. It's okay if we do a bunch of passes. I want to see what bleeds through, what goes and what not. The big highlighter. So someone commented on my video about zebra mild liners, I think. And I was saying for zebras, for some reason I thought you could highlight over your text because I could have sworn in high school and stuff I was able to do that with these without it smudging. In hindsight, maybe I just didn't care about smudging. But I know the zebras smudge. You have to highlight the page before you write what you want, which is fine, but sometimes you don't know how long your word's gonna be. This is a Papermate highlighter. This might not work. I don't think it worked last time. It didn't. Gonna skip that. A Zebra Sarasa dry times 20. I don't know what that means. I think it's their quick dry formula. Sometimes these pen companies make pens, like they make so many offerings that you lose track of what they offer. Maybe, well, I mean, I can name a whole bunch of fountain pens, but maybe I just don't keep up with the gel pen world anymore. What is this? Zebra Sarasa dry times 20. Does that mean, I mean, it's pretty good. Here's a Tombow Fudenosuke, which I would assume acts the same as their brush pen, the dual brush pen. Fudenosuke. And then a paper mate. We're getting close, you guys. We're getting close to the finish. Paper mate gel 0.7. I've had this since high school, which is wild to me. There was another Pentel gel pen, but I'm not going to use it because it just wasn't very good. And now we can actually do the fountain pens. I had to take a break to get a juice box. This is the chrysanthemum tea. Grew up drinking this stuff. If you know, you know. Okay, I have a random assortment of fountain pens next to me, so that's what I'm going to use. But we might have to go smaller just because I still want to do an ink swatch too. And it would be nice to just maintain it on this page. Sailor 1911L, the broad nib, Kasama chestnut brown. Second pass. Okay. There's a little bit of feathering, but it's not horribly obnoxious. Some people might not enjoy this though. Yeah, it's not the best. Twisby Eco Medium with, it's a Diamine and Teranishi ink mix. Yeah, there's a little bit of feathering. It's not great, but it's not horrific. So Sailor Pro Gear Slim medium nib with Lennon Toolbar dried. I don't think you can see shading very well either, so that's no fun. Sailor Fude de Manon. It's hard to say if it has that. This is Sailor Black. That problem that Hobonichi had this year where your text gets bigger. Because I think to me it seems like it's in line. We already did a Twisby, but this is a broad nib Twisby with Stipula Black. I should probably use a finer nib. I don't like to go very fine, so this is the finest I'm gonna go. It is a Sailor. I know there's too many Sailors here, but for me, the Sailors were the ones that had problems with sands and paper because you could feel the texture difference. Sailor Pro Gear with a Pilot Iroshizuku ink. I don't think I like it very much. I think it might have picked up paper fibers. I'm sorry if there's construction outside and you can hear it. They're repaving the roads. Hello? Is this bad? Yeah, it is bad. I wouldn't want to journal in this, I don't think. With a finer nib, I don't think I would want to journal with this. But that's all we could fit on this page. You can see that the feathering is not terrible. It's not really noticeable, but there's also not much shading, and your finer nibs might actually write worse. Let me do an ink swatch of my tried and true Jacques Herbin Emerald de Chevoir because it has sheen, shading, and shimmer. If you guys aren't satisfied with this, especially the fountain pen one, I can do another, but let me know in the comments. Ignore my inky messes. Because for me, finding a fountain pen friendly notebook and planner is very important. So I'm sure other people have the same type of concern. Come on. Oh, it's definitely, oh my god. So it looks like it's doing that thing that copy paper does. Here's a wet swatch, right? Watch it dry. Oh, it looks bad. It goes through and you can't see any sheen. Jacques Herbin Emerald de Chevoir. Excuse the font there. I should have written it more neatly so you could actually see what it might look like. Yeah, it's doing what copy paper is what I would call it does, where it kind of just drinks your ink and then there's no sheen, a little bit of shading, but you do see shimmer. Let me zoom out because it's not liking it. It just looks like glitter pens where you have a dull ink with a bright gold shimmer. And with a glass dip pen, the feathering is more noticeable. Okay, so final verdict. For the gel pens and brush pens, not as bad as I thought. The oily bled through as expected and transferred onto the next page. There's not much ghosting. You can see the Karen brush markers and the Ohuhu markers. Everything else pretty good. And then on this page, at least it didn't touch my leather. That would suck. Okay, So our Olive, pretty good. Oh, the highlighters kind of bled through. Do we have a mild liner? We don't. Let me go grab one. So we have a zebra mild liner. Oh, this is one of the dual toned ones. Zebra mild. So it only has one end, one tip. Okay, if you go multiple passes, it will ghost and almost bleed. So highlighters aren't too good. Tombow, great. These two pens, the Energel, the gel pens, you can see the impression of it, of the letters. And then these were the fountain pens down here. So there's definitely ghosting, some bleed through with the, that's the Twisby. The bold Twisby, and then really bad bleed through with the ink swatch to the point that it transferred onto the next side and bled through that page as well. To be fair, the end pages might be a little different. If anything, they would be thicker. So I don't know. Would I recommend this? Probably not, because the cover is really cute and the price is good, but the format really confused me because why is there only 6 months? It's like they gave up printing. It's so bizarre. I could have sworn when I opened it there was more, but I think I just assumed that there was gonna be enough for a year. So you get a small sample of Cinnamoroll art, and then you get to just DIY the rest of it for yourself. I think I've been trying to make myself use what I have, so I might end up using this. If you are into fountain pens, I don't think I recommend this. If you are into gel pens and don't mind the raised texture, maybe I would press too hard, but, or if you like to use felt pens, you'll probably be okay, and maybe some gentle brush pens. The paint pen Posca wasn't great, but the Archer and Olive was okay. Uni Jetstream was fine. Yeah, this was an interesting experiment, and I'm glad I got to test it out, so hopefully you don't have to, because I know it was like $7 on AliExpress. I don't know if they changed their paper, because I've never used Kinbor planners. I don't even know if this is one of those. Kinbor, Kinbor. I've seen other planner people have them, and they used to use, was it Bonchon paper that was basically Tomoe River, and then they changed it this year, but the undated always had a rougher paper apparently. If the dated section, not even dated because it's all blank for you to fill out, if this wasn't so confusing, I think I might actually enjoy this notebook a little more. But I probably wouldn't pay $7 for this, which is what I saw it listed as. And then some of them have the full set with the Sanrio characters, and they were in the $20 to $30. I probably wouldn't spend that even if you really like Cinnamoroll that much. I hope you found this helpful. I feel like everybody's getting a little stressed during Hobonichi and planner season, but remember to take a deep breath and we will be okay. We have a few more months to go, and there's always going to be more options. So good luck, and remember to just be kind to yourself and have fun. Don't stress out on launch day if you're able to manage that. Thank you for joining me. If you're interested in how I've set up my Hobonichi weeks in the past, I can leave the video here. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!